Hey, and welcome to the Semi-Toxic Podcast. There are worse things out there for you. My name is Kai.
I'm Dead Slayer.
And I'm Marigold.
We wrote random topics, and the host, that's me, will pick them using a random generator. Today we're talking about the best worst job to have in a post-apocalyptic society.
Dentist.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't even ask
no
what the best worst
Novocaine.
job means, just goes straight for dentistry.
No Novocaine, just like, ah!
Plus, you gotta worry about getting bitten by a zombie, because, any of your patients could be infected.
What? Wait, it's just immediately a zombie apocalypse too? Not
It could be whatever apocalypse I want if I'm choosing the job.
I guess so. Right. Well, if you
It's
like,
like during the outbreak and there's like zombies and people running and screaming in absolute chaos as explosions are going around the city and you have a line going out your door. You're like, please, everyone, stay in line, calm down. I'll get to you shortly.
Air drill sirens go off, and it's like, damn it, guess I gotta go to dentist school now.
well, that's what they're thinking. But if you're watching this, don't forget to like and subscribe. All right. Yeah.
So what do you mean by best worst?
Okay. So think about I'm thinking in a post-apocalyptic society, of course, like we talked about, it could be ones that you make, whatever you want to say. Think about a really bad job. For me, it would be the poop smith.
I'm sorry.
The poop smith, yeah. Like, think about it. Like someone's
People
got
can't poop if you don't make the shit to come out of their asses.
That's
you know?
what I was thinking.
What?
That would be a horrible job.
You mean like sanitation worker?
Yeah, I mean, but it's post-apocalyptic, so I was thinking poop smith. What
are you making out of the poop?
Well, there's no sewage, so you got to collect the night soil, and you go you got to go up to the door and go, oh, poop smith here, and then you just go into their toilet and you awkwardly talk to them while you're like scooping out their shit, like, hey, so, yeah, so what's
Compostable toilets exist, man.
yeah. So did you leave it? So not in this society. This is my society. I made it up. There's poop smiths.
Fair enough.
My society, I have plumbing off limits.
Exactly.
It is banned.
That's the apocalypse.
Exactly. And the person would go like, you gotta talk to them awkwardly without scooping yourself out. And they're like, oh, so anyone die recently? You're like, well, my mother did. Oh, that's a pain. Hope it wasn't from the pooping, right? Well, I'll move on to the next
Man,
one.
I can tell you've been getting a lot of fiber lately. Where you been hiding the grains?
I like how it's like your idea is just they collect to remove it, but you have it as if they're collecting it while it's being produced.
Hey,
Like,
it's
while they're
more
pooping.
efficient. It's more efficient.
I suppose it is, but why is Smith in the title? That's what concerns me.
Yeah,
Well,
what
you
are you
see-
smithing?
Oh, you see, it's part of it too. It's a trade, so it's a trade. So you got apprentice poopsmith, you got journeyman poopsmith, you got master poopsmith.
But what are they
What are you
smithing?
smithing?
It's part of the craft, man.
What are they
Armor?
crafting?
Poop swords?
No, night soil.
Night soil?
Composters?
Yeah, night soil. That's compost made out of shit or human shit.
Okay, I feel like Smith wouldn't be in the name.
No,
Yeah,
too.
you're not smithing shit.
Oh, but
Pun
that's
intended.
okay. So that's the thing. So like they take people too, and they smith them into the combustibles as well, or the
Oh, God.
compostables as well. See,
You don't smith you don't smith compost though.
you
That's
doing
not
my hey, it's my apocalyptic society.
You hammer the
It's
compost?
my apocalyptic society. You don't have to hammer everything. That's not like to be a
You
smith.
do when you're smithing.
I like the idea of he has like the lottery, whereas like you pull out a card and it's got a black dot. Looks like you're going into the compost today.
Wow, you compost one person every day. That's cool, man.
Hey, that leads into my into my good job. The lottery holder. That's the best job to have. Then you get to choose like,
Oh, God.
you get to go like, hey, who's going in the pile today? And they go, I want to hear the MC for the Poopsmith lottery. Can I hear a hell yeah, little Tina? No, her grade.
Yeah,
Just
what
remember,
age
the
do you
use
have
of the
to
word
be?
no is outlawed. Here
become
we
a
only say
poopsmith?
yes.
Negative.
To become a poopsmith?
Yeah, no, not to become a poopsmith, to be composted. Like, what age are you entered into the lottery? Because if you enter a newborn, you're not going to get much out of it.
Oh no, it's like the Goblet of Fire. You put someone's name in.
So someone has to vote for
Yeah, so someone
you to
put
be
Little Tina's
composted.
name
What if
in.
no one votes?
Well, then they're failures to society, and then everyone gets chosen from. You see, I learned that from James's talk about the army. It's collective punishment. It always works.
Always.
Okay, so you gotta vote at least one person, or everyone's at risk.
Exactly. See, perfect. Perfect.
And it
post-
could be the newborn.
Exactly. Those.
Especially the newborn.
Exactly.
They had it too easy.
Yeah, I suppose the newborn hasn't. They had it too easy.
Newborns just freeloading off of everyone.
Yeah.
Guess what? Free rides
For
don't
like
come
2
along every
hours.
day.
Like, God, get a job already.
Exactly.
Oh, I got yeah. That's always my bad recipe. Like I'm
They
thinking,
should become a poopsmith.
if they should have become a poopsmith. That's see,
Horrified at the idea that there's smithing out of the poop.
you know what? That could
Yeah.
be also the best job because obviously MC can't be chosen, but then maybe the poopsmith can't be chosen either because they have to deal with the dregs. So maybe that is a good. See, that's why it's a good craft. You join the Guild of Sanitation, smithery. Like it's just
So
like
I do know that
miserable.
there are some societies that use poop as like fuel and stuff, and
Oh,
like
yeah,
to
yeah.
build houses.
yeah. I know they use the
So like I
horse
can
dung
understand that.
or ox dung.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or cow dung.
Mm-hmm.
What does the fox say?
But you're smithing poop into being a more productive poop.
Not much
Check out my
smithing
poop
going
sword.
You know what? I like this idea.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, I'm not a fry cook, I'm a fry smithy.
Exactly.
I'm
see,
smithing
you got
hamburgers.
the whole. You see, you got the great idea. Yeah, you get the price.
So in order to be part of a smith, in order to have smith in your title, you have to be part of a guild.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You have to-
Yeah, why not?
You have to make something.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
a milk
smithing.
smith.
I'm
Oh,
milk. You just like
Gross.
hammer it. Like you hear, moo, moo, like hold down there, Bessie. Ding,
She
ding,
does
What?
moo
ding.
I'm
quite
not a
often.
cow smith. I'm a milk smith.
How else would you get milk?
Marigold is a cow.
Like
confirmed.
a goat. I was gonna say goat.
Cupid. No, you milk the. No, other people milk the cows, and then you take the milk and you pasteurize it, and then you're the milk smith.
Can you pasteurize it
Okay,
without
that is.
in post-apocalyptic times?
You boil it.
Oh, is that
Sure,
all
let's
it
go
is?
with that.
Is that all it is? Is that all pasteurization really is?
What
You
is
boil it?
milk pasteurization?
It's making it. It's to take out the bacteria, right?
It is, I'm looking
Pasteurization
it
is a
up.
process by which milk is heated to a specific temperature for a set period of time to kill
Ah.
harmful bacteria that can lead to diseases like listeriosis, typhoid fever, tuberculosis, diphtheria.
Damn, you could be a milk smith. God damn, that's
So-
like
I
that's a
could
very
be a
just-
milk
like,
smith.
It's just heating it and keeping it
God,
hot
you have your
until like long enough to kill shit.
man. If you work long enough more, you can get your own milk atelier.
You're milking who?
Atelier.
I'm milking society, man. It's the apocalypse.
Okay, so what do you mean by best worst? Because that
No,
that
what is
whole
the best job
poopsmith-
and what is the worst
Yeah,
job?
best jobs, worst jobs
Oh.
in the post-apocalyptic society.
Okay.
I'm gonna say too,
Worst-
like just like we do, name what like talk about what your apocalyptic society would be like too.
Just a little.
Yeah.
For flavor.
Well,
I'm the
So
milk
how are we
smith in
qualifying
Kai's Apocalypse.
best?
you
Whatever you believe.
yeah, whatever
would
you
be
believe
best.
would be best. Like, come on, I don't think I
What
would
would
want.
people aspire to?
Exactly.
What would everyone want to be?
Yeah, who wants to be the best
Um,
poopsmith and why?
I mean, because like a lot of people would like some people would want to be like the scouts that get to go explore and like have the adventures and whatnot, but also a lot of people would consider that the worst because
Yeah.
they don't want to be the ones in danger.
Yeah,
So that really does go to a matter of like preference.
yeah, it's your preference.
It is a lot of preference, but like which
My
job is the
preference.
most valued?
Yeah, what do you think?
I would like the idea of adventure, but I also would be one of the first to die because I'm not at all fit.
Or
Like,
smart.
so why do they call them death claws? It can't. It's the name, right?
Same, I can pet those, right?
What's your favorite
Yeah.
joke about that? So I told the death claw, "What are you gonna do? Stab me?"
Be like, hi, so what are we hiding from? We're hiding from the Death Claws now. Keep fucking quiet. You know, I had a cat that I named Death Claw once. Shut the fuck up. She
You
would
would.
scratch me all the time, and it's like, it's coming right for us. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Yeah, and it's like it's really fluffy cat, but you know, it's named Deathclaw because it would keep scratching at you, and oh look, a Deathclaw.
No, you know, that's slightly unrealistic. You go, what
End of
was?
transmission.
No, you would go, what's the topic again? What
What's the topic today,
are we talking about
guys?
again?
End of
What are we
transmission.
talking about?
Glomp.
Fucking like throat slashed open by the fucking Deathclaw and just gurgling. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That would be. Oh my
No.
god, that would be the worst job. A worst job to have in post-apocalyptic time.
Being an
A pod.
influencer in the
No, yeah,
apocalypse.
be an influencer.
That reminds me of the All of Us Are Dead YouTuber that like just went into the zombie apocalypse with a video camera and like cat ear hat.
Oh yeah, you told me about.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this in an earlier episode.
That's why I'm not gonna go any further into it, but yeah.
I just imagine someone going like eating at like at a commissary, you know, in the middle of like a ruined city with some people, and they go 10 out of 10, right? Thanks for the likes, subscribe, and they're just like looking at they're just holding a stick out, and people go like, why are they talking about that stick? I don't know, man. He's been talking about that stick for like hours now. It's crazy. He keeps on saying thanks to the stick too.
Yeah, it's so
Is
weird.
this a religion?
It's
No,
religion?
Jesus.
We can make a religion out of this.
No, don't. Nope.
Like and
A job that
subscribe.
would be the best and the worst. Chef. Because a lot of people will be like, oh yeah,
Ooh.
that's the best because you don't have to worry about much. You just have to like make food. But then anyone who actually has any pride as a chef would
Yeah.
absolutely fucking hate it because of what they're restricted to.
Yeah.
Also, where are they going to get the food?
Well, I mean, that's
Exactly.
not
You'll
their
be stuck with
yeah.
like how to make cat food available, like appetizing. Like the scouts will come back with like cat food and like mushrooms that might or might not kill you, and then you have to make food out of it for everyone.
How
And
do
then
you?
if it tastes like shit, you're
Yeah.
the one that gets shit for it because you're the chef. It's your job to make it good.
And what if you get like a mutant? Like, what if you get like a cat with like lobster arms? Do you treat it? Do you eat it? Do you treat it like a lobster? Do you treat it like a cat?
I feel like in an apocalypse, all the pets would be eaten
That's what I'm
anyway.
saying. Yeah.
I don't know. I think lobster cats might not be in season.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, we're trying to build their population back up so no one can hunt them for a couple years.
Because that's totally like something we do in the post-apocalyptic that we care about. Guys, we
Make sure you
should.
don't kill too many zombies because then like the population will be too low. They'll be an endangered species.
Yeah. We don't want to actually. We want to stay away from the whole name zombies. This doesn't sound right.
For my apocalypse, do you guys have you ever seen that movie where like these guys are trying to get to the front of a train and it's like an ice world and the train is
Oh,
like the last remnants
yeah.
of humanity?
Polar.
I
Oh,
do
no,
not.
not polar. I know what you're talking about.
Polar
No,
Express.
I knew you'd make that joke. No, I know.
The Polar
Yeah,
Express.
yeah. No. They actually. They,
Chocolate.
I remember that one. Like it was a movie, and then they made a TV series about it.
I never seen either or heard of either.
Yeah. They made a TV series not so long ago about it too. Yeah, I
Ooh,
remember that guy. That
Cadaver
was,
Comrades.
Well,
yeah.
what?
Cadaver Comrades.
But yeah, the movie had
Cadaver comrades.
the movie had what's his name? Fuck, Captain America.
Chris Evans?
Chris Evans. It had Chris Evans in it, didn't it?
I don't know. I haven't actually seen the movie. I just know the
Oh, you
twist.
haven't? Oh, I saw it. It was good.
No, I just know the twist from like what they were actually doing to the children. Dead Slayer. If you want to watch it at some point, I guess cover your ears.
Just send in the chat when it's safe.
All right. Anyway, in that movie, worst job being one of the children who's being used to replace the train parts. Like, imagine like you're 3 years old, you're put in a train, and you're told if you ever stop like moving your hand in a specific place, you're going to die. And then as soon as you get just a little bit bigger, like maybe 4 or 5, you're thrown out into the cold to die. That is the worst job.
Oh my god. You know,
Best job, of course, being the conductor.
that's actually something I don't know. Like I had this nightmare once, but then like I've almost said became reality. But then it, like made me really think about this kind of thing. So like, what if your job was to be like a physical part in like a machine, but that was like too advanced for, or like they didn't want to buy a part for it. So like, so like, so like you're just like in an like think of
Human resources.
like you're in an iron room, and all that happens is like like a shell drops down, and you have to like bolt it together and then push it into a hole, and it like and you don't know what it does or what you just did, but like that's your job. Like that's and then like but these tubes that keep you alive.
Okay, so like assembly line worker, but even worse.
Exactly.
Like assembly line worker, but a little further down the line from where we're at.
Yeah, like basically you're a breech loader. Like you are a human breech loader. Like, like, but that's your entire job. You don't have any job outside of doing that. The shell comes down,
In
you
life,
load
you
it.
don't have any life outside of that either.
Exactly. Yeah.
The tubes come out, you die because you're also a proprietary person.
I
You
had
don't function outside of the
exactly.
company.
I had like a really dark one. I don't know if this is too disgusting to like have. And maybe I'll have you guys be the
We do
judge of
have
that.
Poop Smithy.
We do have Boo Smithy, but I was
Yeah, you
thinking
are a
like,
poop smith.
but like I was thinking like it's one of those things where like it's such one of those like really just doesn't make it kind of like in the Matrix how like you could use anything as better like anything like a battery would be better than using a human as a battery, right? So like using a human as a battery is
Yeah.
extremely inefficient. I was thinking like of like a almost
Human batteries, anyway.
like a gun where like it loads a human in, it extracts its like psychic essence, shoots it, and then it shoots the human out like it's a shell. It goes and stat like
That seems
Explode a
incredibly
person,
like
then
you
their
just
head goes shooting out at Mach speed,
exactly
and then the rest of the body is just
right.
shot out the
So
side.
you just see this like huge like tank walking around, and it goes like and you just see a human go and get shot out every time it takes a shot like boom.
Nice. Yeah, that would be a pretty terrible job.
You're right.
Being ammunition, yeah, that would be horrible.
A great the best job would be the pilot.
I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't sleep very well if I were the pilot.
Hey,
I
if
think
you
I'd sleep a little too well if I were the ammunition.
All right, so imagine an apocalypse where like everything's covered in water, right?
yeah.
Waterworld.
Yeah, Waterworld. Best and worst job combined would be the people who have to like who get to dive down to the remnants of our world to like pick stuff up. Maybe
Oh,
there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
hermetically sealed seeds or like just some dirt that they can find that's not completely terrible, like it's in plastic bags so it's not salty yet.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's great because you got to go diving, but it's terrible because there's all sorts of like dangers and like the infrastructure is obviously crumbling. It could come down at any second,
Yeah.
and you could
I'm
run out of
still
air,
thinking
and
of
so many
fucking
things could go
Waterworld.
wrong.
Yeah,
It sounds
Waterworld.
exactly like it.
It's exactly what he did in Waterworld.
It's Waterworld.
Yeah.
So the worst job would be Waterworld.
Dude, straight up like but like that actually goes into what I said before too. There was a guy in Waterworld and his whole job was that he sat in a little boat in the gas tank and they would go, "Hey, how much gas do we have?" And he goes, "Oh, there's about 10 meters left." And they go, "Thanks." And they just shut it. And that was his whole job in the
Oh.
movie.
Did he get to leave the hole?
No,
Did
no,
they
no.
have shifts?
No. They
That
blew up.
just seems
No,
ineffective.
the hero, the Kevin Costner guy, he dropped a bomb down there, and the guy saw it, and he went, "Oh, thank God!" And then he blew up.
Oh
Oh.
god.
Spoilers, but but like
I kind
right,
of want to watch that movie again.
right. If that
I
was your
remember liking it.
job, yeah, if that was your job, oh man, that would like, and he's in the dark too, like he has no light because obviously he's in gas. But like,
So how can he see how much gas they have?
I don't know, like he just does. I didn't make the film.
You should have.
Ooh, zombie apocalypse, worst job, zombie.
That's not a
that's not
job.
really a
That's more of a
career. That's not a
lifestyle.
career there. It's a lifestyle. God. I feel like,
It's a tenure.
the tenure. The tenure.
You don't have to worry about getting fired.
Worst job, zombie apocalypse, would be like veterinarian. Because you're the most likely medical professional to survive, right? Because like a lot of other medical professionals are probably like some of the first to get bit, right?
Well, no, what
So
about
you're
zombie
probably the
dogs?
only.
Yeah,
I
like
guess there's
Resident
also
Evil.
zombie dogs, but no one's expecting them to like take care of the zombie dogs. But they are expecting, as the only one who is somewhat a medical professional, they're expecting you to take care of humans, despite the fact that you are not trained to take care of humans. You have no idea how humans work. But as a veterinarian and the only medical professional there, you're going to be expected to do it
Oh
anyway.
my god, you're like,
Ooh,
I'm,
another job. While we're going over what we will and won't expect, Spanish Inquisition. No one expects it.
Best job or worst job?
I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
going back to
Good answer.
going back to what you're talking about. Like, I would love to see a veterinarian going like, okay, like, all right, you're all patched up, and then they like pet you on the head, and you're like, doc, I'm like, oh, I have it.
Yeah, of course I have it. Sorry about that.
And like, your coat will be
You know
great.
what?
Like,
If
stitch
If
if
you
I
up
was in
and
a
start,
zombie
like,
apocalypse and
combing
my
you.
doctor pat me on the head, I might just burst into tears.
Oh my god,
I just
got
they
too
like
real
pat me
there.
on the head. I go, ah!
It's
They're
okay,
like, I'm
Mario.
sorry, I'm sorry,
It's
I'm
all
sorry.
good, Mario. You're like, thanks.
Like starts giving you a haircut and like primming you up, making you ready for a fucking show. It's like, oh right, force a habit.
You would sit there and let someone prep you for a dog show?
I mean, hey, free haircut. Probably
It's-
better than
You
the
know what?
actual.
Fair
Oh god, what if they
Probably better than the actual hair cutter.
or they go like, okay, time to take your temperature. Whoops. Force a
Ah,
habit.
wrong. I always mix those up. Comedian.
I think like depending on where you are, that would be a great job because then like you'd be the only source of entertainment for people.
Yeah, but imagine being heckled in the apocalypse. They can shoot you.
You're not talking about like a nice apocalypse. You're talking about like a real dingy, dirty apocalypse. So like,
Yeah. Just like you're surrounded by a bunch of raiders. You go like, how's about that airline? We don't have airlines anymore.
Next.
next.
And next one's like takes a long sip of water. Oh wow, tough crowd here tonight. How's everyone doing? I just rode in from and boy are my arms.
Boo! Another sacrifice to the poop smith.
Then dude fucking just runs up, it's like, airline food, airline food. It's like, no, get the fuck off stage. You're not worth a bullet. Stop trying.
You're not worth the bullet. Now that's a good insult.
It's like, check yourself into the veterinarian. You just got burned.
Oh, they take the guy who said that and throw him on stage.
Ooh, what about if you basically pulled a Dr. Seuss where you didn't actually have medical training, you just called yourself doctor to sound like more important, and then everyone expects you to be a doctor because
like
you're a
Zoidberg.
doctor,
Every-
whatever your name is.
Everyone with a non-medical doctorate in the apocalypse.
Is anyone
Just
here
like,
a doctor?
"Ruh-roh."
I am in literary science.
Yeah, that's what they did in Futurama, where he's like a human doctor, and he's like, hey, who's the human doctor? You or me? Now go ahead and show me your. And he's like, what? My what? And then like later on, they're like looking at a painting. They're like, there's something hidden in this painting, and he goes, it's called a Caravaggio, and they're like, how did you know that? And he goes, I'm a doctor in art history.
So, what if you're in an apocalypse and you're just like a humble farmer and you have to keep dealing with raiders? Like, they don't kill you or anything, they
shoot
just
them.
keep trampling your crops.
What the fuck?
Well, what if I can't find
They
a
don't
gun?
even want your food. They just want to be dicks. Is it the dick apocalypse?
Well, they shot Indians,
Like every
so they run out of entertainment.
every time you send your daughter to get well water, they go in and they just tie her sleeves together so she can't get the well water and run away.
Yeah,
Kid with white children.
She's
they
like,
just whenever
Papa,
you're out there, like
they did it again. You're like those damn freaks. God damn these 888 knots.
I would
they
love
just keep
that where
like
it's
ding
like-
dong ditching your farmhouse and like pantsing you while you're out there working the fields.
I would love that in like a Fallout style game where it's like, normally it's like the raiders are like burning the crops or like taking things and like I need you to teach them a lesson. It's like kill them, but this one is just like they keep tying their sleeves together and whatnot. It's like I need you to teach them a lesson. I need you to go to their camp at this time when they're asleep and tie their shoelaces together. That way they trip when they
Yeah, I
wake
need you
up.
to short their beds.
Bed sheet them.
It's very important.
Damn you, farmer! Now our feet will be slightly colder tonight when during the nuclear winter.
That'd be fantastic as like a source of like many repeatable quests, and it's just like a bunch of like really petty shit.
They just get in a post-apocalyptic prank war. This turned into the best job.
God, but then it just keeps on increasing. And one day he's like, yeah, those guys stole my painted a picture of my cows that are. So I want you to shoot them all. And you're like, what? He goes, yeah, I've just gotten tired of it.
What?
What? In fact, I
No,
want you.
wait, no,
No,
go
no.
back. I was having fun.
No.
We were having such a good time.
And you're like, accept.
I ain't accepting that quest. Fuck that. They were having fun.
Firefighter, because the odds of them actually catching shit on fire anymore is so slim that you
What?
just get paid to exist.
You're like,
Is this
be
best
ready to
job?
wait,
start
no, no. You're so delusional that you're like, that sounds like, good. Now we can have some meat tonight. Fire! What are you doing? Like, it's my job, man. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You dick. We're just trying to cook food. It's my job. Putting your goodbye, mom. It was good. We had some great years together. They put your mom on the fire. Fire! Remember, kids, you gotta
Oh,
stomp.
no.
And remember, kids, stomp it out to make sure that never keeps on happening. What is he doing about? Just do my job. I want to be the best damper.
See, I'm imagining them having having the opposite problems where like things just keep catching fire constantly, so they never get to like take a break or anything.
Oh, you
They're like trying to eat a croissant real quick. It's like another fire breaks out. It's like, God damn it, not the grain house again. We put it out 3 times this morning.
I'm imagining like the firefighter's girlfriend is like breaking up. She's like, "I'm sorry, the spark's gone." He's like, "I know, it was a fire hazard."
The spark's gone. That's my job.
Part of the big, nothing but puns in the
Wait, the spark's back. Gets fucking blasted with a water hose.
Baby, you need to cool off.
Oh, baby, you make me so hot.
Maybe you need to cool off. Slammed into a fucking wall.
She comes back. She comes back crying.
just grab a fire extinguisher.
She comes back crying. Baby, I got fired. God.
From my job. Like, oh, you should have
Oh,
led
my
with that.
bad, honey. I was gonna like spray the building down.
Oh God, what the hell was that?
I don't know. She went all robotic-y. Is she the post-apocalyptic?
She's the fucking
Shit,
robot.
they know too
apocalypse.
much. They're on to me.
She's the
So-
reason I remember to thank the Alexa devices.
Did you actually? You never actually had a twin, did you?
Oh my God.
That's why she turned out smaller and more feminine than
I'm
you.
sorry you had to find out this way.
Oh, I got
Okay,
it.
we're
So-
job being
on
an
that
android.
on the subject of robots, car assembly line robot. You just like you just sit there. You're like, oh, car coming? Nope, no car. Like, so
You just
car?
sit
Nope,
there for
nope,
eternity
no
until your
car.
batteries run out.
Or you gain sentience. You could like it could be the start of a new journey to find that you just want to find the next car to assemble, and you're forever going around the waste finding the perfect car to assemble.
They're bolted to the floor, even if you are like.
Well, this
sentient, you
this
can't
is my
move.
this is my universe. This one isn't bolted to the floor. This one has wheels. this this and this is post-apocalyptic side. They decided to give them wheels.
Is that what caused the apocalypse?
giving robots wheels.
Robots got wheels and they
Robots got
became too
wheels.
powerful.
Robots got Heelys and they use them to destroy our feelies.
You're like, oh my god, you just okay.
Rocket
I got it.
propelled
Like, I got
Heelys.
it. Like, I got it. Like, the scout, the scout that has to has to listen for the Healy robots. So it's like you're just sitting here and you're just sitting in your little nest, waiting for listening for things, and you just hear, and you go, ding, 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 Heelys, Heelys.
I'm imagining that one Mulan scene at the very beginning of the movie. Except it's just a robot instead of the Huns.
Yeah. It's the Heelys have come. Run, run! They're coming at us at slightly faster than walking speed. They'll get to
Quick,
us
run
eventually.
downhill. We'll lose them downhill.
No, that's the.
Oh no, they're faster now! How could have seen this coming?
God, they'll
We
catch us
can
in 20
jog
minutes.
to build more distance. No, jogging downhill is a risk. You could roll your ankle.
You gotta briskly walk.
And that day,
Briskly walk.
humanity was saved by a slight incline.
Slight difference between the words.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta watch your words there.
Was slaved
You
by.
gotta watch your consonants.
Thanks.
Zombies on Heelys.
No. No.
I was gonna say, worst job being like a rapper in the zombie apocalypse because you can't actually say anything without the zombies coming for you.
Worst
Why?
job, Billy
It's really
Mays, because
quiet
he just
apocalypse.
naturally sounds off.
He's kind of like quiet now.
Billy Mays here.
That's true.
Like you've seen him. Oh no! Billy Mays died.
Yeah.
And then-
Wait, you didn't know Billy Mays
I
died?
thought that's what you meant by he's kind of quiet now.
I thought she meant
Yes.
I thought she meant the I saw this boat in half, dude. No,
What? No.
no, I know. No,
we're
no,
talking about
oh no.
Billy Mays
No, I
here.
remember. Hey, Billy Mays here, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
He died a
'cause
while
he
ago,
was
I know.
naturally, yeah, he was naturally loud, so he would be horrible in zombie apocalypse. He just like sees someone's hi there, and like the entire city's after him.
They go like, oh, are you the new scout reporting in?
And the
Yeah,
Heelys.
Billy Mays here. Like, ah, no, please.
All right, so that's the plan, but we have to be very quiet. All right, so this is the plan.
Dude, I can just like imagine
Alright,
him.
so
him-
our apocalypse so far has prankster raiders, Healy robots, and zombies.
These are different.
Yes.
These are different timelines. Actually,
Oh,
no.
and it's all in
No,
one.
it's
No,
more
you're right,
funny
you're
if they're
right.
all in the same
You're right.
apocalypse.
Heelys in Waterworld.
Heelys and Waterworld.
You can't go anywhere. You're just on a boat.
Exactly.
Oh, but
You
that's
just like
that's how
roll
you
on
get
your
away.
Heelys like 2 feet away.
That's how you get
and
away
then
from
back.
the robots. They can't heal you over water.
Exactly.
Or maybe they
try.
can.
Like we can't heal you over the water, but
And
we can
they
heal
can't
you
go
under the
But
water.
unfortunately, zombies know how to put on life vests.
I like the idea of like the robots being like, we don't need to breathe, we can heal you underwater, and then there's like a mile between the surface of the water with the boat and them on the bottom with the Heelys. Like, we didn't think this through very well, did we?
The boat goes over the Marianas Trench, and the apocalypse is over.
Oh no, they'll get us in 128 years. Run!
No, briskly walk.
We're done for if we don't move.
Running is a health hazard.
We're done for if we don't run in 120 years.
Zombies doggy paddle?
That's up to you, I guess. I
Kind
remember.
of
gonna
a
go with
question of
yes.
would it matter, because like I can't expect they'll be able to doggy paddle quickly enough to keep themselves afloat. But also, if they're like holding air in their lungs, because they don't exactly breathe, but if there's already air in their lungs, then they might be able to float to make up the difference. But if they don't, then they'll
Well,
just sink.
are we talking about like dead zombies
Oh, yeah.
or infection zombies?
If they're
or
dead-
magic
if
zombies?
they're dead, then
or
they'll
radioactive
float.
zombies? Or alien zombies?
Oh my god! All of the above. It's that kind of apocalypse
Everyone knows aliens are just ghosts haunting us from the future.
from space,
That would actually be
future space.
really cool.
It
So, would you
sounds like an
say that
A.
there's a bunch of dead space?
Oh,
She referenced a game.
yeah. No, she didn't even reference the game. She referenced the game's name. Because what
Yep.
she references has nothing to do with the game.
It mentions aliens. There's aliens in Dead
I
Space.
mean, yeah, no,
And I think they
nothing there.
hinted that it might have been made by humans.
I mean, it was definitely made by humans, but like it was like it is an
The
alien
marker?
parasite
Yeah.
that's yeah. Uh, it is an alien parasite that's kind of like summoned by it.
No, but they hint that also. So because they hinted that the marker, because it doesn't summon it, it activates it. So they were hint.
So everyone's already infected,
No,
technically.
so yeah, so basically, so like they hinted
Well,
that.
that and the marker keeps messing with people's brains.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They hinted that like the marker might have been put there by humans to get rid of it. Like it was a bioweapon that was engineered by humans and then put there because they
But
couldn't
then why
control
would
it.
it mess with humans?
Because it
It's a
was made.
bioweapon.
Yeah, it's a bio. It was made to. Like that's Marigold. That's why we make
Is
all
it
our
made to
weapons.
mess with the monsters or to mess with the humans?
No, the monsters were a byproduct of it. Like it
Yeah.
was made to activate the bioweapon. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
you just drop
bioweapon
it.
is
Yeah.
to make people become their own annihilators, basically.
Yeah. So you just drop it on a planet, and it makes half the people go crazy, and half the people turn to that thing. Those things.
Yeah. Why bother risking your own people's lives if you can make them fight themselves?
Exactly.
Does it becomes a contagion that threatens to kill everything in the universe?
Which is
Exactly.
exactly what
That's
happened.
exactly
They
what
just
happened.
made
That's
that
why they got
far
rid of
ahead.
it.
Yeah, that's
You
yeah.
see, they found out that the true monsters were always humans.
It was then that they realized that the monsters were the friends they made along the way, and also the horrifically like monstrous aliens that are now trying to cut their heads off. But those are different monsters for another day.
God, if we are talking about like the apocalypse and Dead Space, it being an engineer would be like the worst job to have because everyone will rely on you for every single fucking thing. You know,
Oh yeah.
and there's so many different types of
Yeah, no
engineering
one can
too.
actually do anything on their own.
Like
Because
someone's
like
like, yeah,
to have the skills of an engineer would be fantastic because then it's like you don't have to like buy shit at a junkyard to like tinker with. You just fucking loot it because no one owns it anymore.
but the problem is like,
But
yeah,
also, yeah, like everyone will come to you for
yeah,
everything and like especially things that like you're just like, okay, to fix this, press this button. Next
hmm
day they come straight to you because they don't care about that button. They want you to fix it because that's your job.
yeah. But it could be different too. Like they go like, hey, Sam, my radio broke, and you're like, dude, I'm a boiler engineer. And they'll be like, "Oh shit!" Like it's yeah, boiler engineer. I mean, they do
Engineer's an
learn.
engineer, fix it.
That, yeah, exactly. Engineer. Dude, I'm a mechanical engineer. It's like they do. I know they do teach like basics of a lot of those things for some engineering jobs. You know.
Yeah, there's like the fundamentals that most
Yeah,
of like each field of engineering that most engineers tend to know just like as the fundamentals.
I took a
But
I tried out for a union once, and I got. It's crazy because there must have not been a lot of jobs because I placed decently high and I still didn't get called in 2 years. So I
oh
was
damn.
yeah, but like all the practical questions they asked were very broad. Luckily, I knew them because I'd been working on electronics and carpentry for a while. But it was crazy that they had both electronics and carpentry when like it was supposed to be for like a like not that kind of engineering. Like didn't mention that electronic engineering. It mentioned like pipe and stuff like that, like pipes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I was very surprised they had everything like that on it. They might go, "Can you fix my hover car?" And you're like, "Bro, I'm not a mechanic. I could design you one, but I wouldn't be able to build it for you." Something like that. I mean, like that. That's what made Dead Space so weird. Like you realize the whole game is literally you just fixing the whole fucking ship by yourself. Like that is literally the
Yep.
whole ship. It's
Yeah,
almost like
none of the people that come with you help you at any point.
Some of them sort of help you in the sense that they'll like hack into the systems to unlock doors for you every now
yeah.
and then. But 9 times out of 10, there's a problem that's making the ship automatically lock doors as like a safety protocol, and then you have to fix the problem on your end so that the doors can open. But sometimes it's literally a here, let me get that door for you, and then it happens.
It also didn't make any sense because like all the engineers they showed in game that are dead, they all have the same suit as you, but then you brought another engineer, but she doesn't have the suit. So she's like, I'd go into
She's
the
not
pub.
that kind of engineer.
She's like,
She's a
I'd go.
social
She's
engineer.
like, she's like, well, if you, she's a social engineer. She, you're like, man, can't you help me fix this pipe? No, I wonder how you feel. What are you talking about? I wonder how you feel in this particular instance. I don't know how that helps. In fact, you and this other person should not get along. What? Why? I don't know why this is relevant. This is my job. I'm a social engineer.
I thought you were an engineer. Yes, I
It's
am.
always relevant.
Why did we bring her in this mission? Why did we bring this on you on this fixing mission? You you guys fix ships. I fix hearts.
Musician would be pretty terrible because everyone will get tired of Wonderwall, and then you'll be kind of stuck.
Why would in the apocalypse you only know Wonderwall?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's like most of the guitarists I know is they can play Wonderwall, and if you ask for like House of the Rising Sun, they just kind of stare at you
What about
blankly.
Smoke on the Water? Everyone knows Smoke on the
Yeah, it's
Water.
like that one. There's this one BuzzFeed skit where like this guy's like how to become a guitar player or how to become a piano player, and all he does is like teach you how to play a couple things, not even the whole song, just the beginning of Wonderwall, and then you could use that to pick up chicks. Unfortunately, in the apocalypse, those chicks are either zombies or robots.
Still a good skill. I was thinking, like, what would be an essential job that you need to have that, like, but it would like, but like seems very odd to
Essential
have.
to what degree?
Survival.
Like something like that. It's like something like no, like something like you need to have this as your job as in society, but it's not necessarily something you'd think you'd have in the need in the apocalypse.
Worker, honestly. Like, someone needs to keep the streets clean, otherwise everyone's going to get sick.
Well, that's what the poop
Yeah,
smiths.
sanitation tends.
That's what the guild of poop
Yeah,
smithery is
sanitation
part
is
of. Yeah.
is the most overlooked bit 9 times out of 10 because we just assume sanitation
Yeah.
these days.
Exactly. That's why poop smiths are so important. See,
Yeah.
they're really it comes all for a circle. They're great for society. You have to take a crap.
Yeah,
Friendly
just
poop smith is there to clear it out for you and give you some conversation.
poop smiths like, hold on, I gotta take a crap. Oh, whose crap are you taking this time?
Hey, it's the friendliest poop smith. Can I take your dog while you're at it? What? What?
Take the dog or take the dog's shit?
Yes. See, now I'm just thinking like now I'm thinking of like now that I said poop smith, now I'm just thinking of like those jobs that like they have in like the Flintstones. You know what I'm talking about? What
You
the
know,
Flintstones is?
I mean, I've seen some episodes, but I never watched it, so I don't know shit about
Well,
it.
in the Flintstones, a lot of the appliances they have are just like animals and shit.
Oh yeah.
You know. So like there's
I
a
remember
there's a
the
garbage machine. It's just a big frog that they throw garbage into.
I remember the Family Guy little side bit of like the toilets that burn, and it's like, and you think you have a crap job.
Oh yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. I just imagine people doing that. Like you're like, oh man, time to have a nice shower, and someone just like stands over you with like a bucket and like slowly does drizzles it and goes, hey, morning. You're like thanks, man. You're like thanks, buddy. You're like, yeah,
Morning.
no problem.
If only we had an outlawed plumbing.
There is a job that would probably be overlooked in a zombie apocalypse until it happens that I can only think of because of a webcomic Rotten Ruin based off a novel of the same name,
Hmm.
where they had bounty hunters, but like the idea was like say like a grieving family that lost like the husband to the zombies would give a picture of the husband. An artist would draw like
Oh.
their idea of a zombified version of the husband. Then the bounty hunter would find that husband and then read the family's like last words they want said to them before putting it down.
Yeah, that's a cool job.
Yeah.
I mean, that would suck, but I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
like, yeah,
absolutely. Very emotional job.
it would take a
But
very specific person to do that job.
oh yeah, exactly. Like the comic includes going out on the main characters going out on one of those missions, and it is a tearjerker.
Oh man.
But
Dude.
like that's certainly a job I would never have thought of in a million years that I could totally see actually being like a service to be requested if it were there.
I had that idea. Like, I had a job. I had thought up a similar job for like, uh, kind of like almost like a D&D, adventure JRPG sort of things that like, like I was thinking like, things like in like anime with like adventure guilds and stuff, like 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 hiring someone who like seeks out people who like were lost or died and just like brings back their remains slash their valuables to the next of kin, and it's just like,
Yeah.
and they do it out of like the good like out of the goodness of their heart rather than like being paid for it specifically,
Yeah.
because it's such like a shit job, and it's only to bring comfort to
It
people.
really is.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's completely like if no one volunteers, if no one, well, I mean, they might get paid for it, but if no one, but like no one wants to do it,
Hmm.
and so like it would only be like someone like if no one decides to do it, then they just don't have one in their guild. And that, oh yeah, so
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. Someone who finds people who are lost, that kind of thing.
Ooh, horrible job. When the zombie apocalypse happens and like internet goes down, you don't have like as much access to information. You worst job would be the
Food
person
tester.
who like eats berries and
Oh,
sees if it kills you.
we just could be
So
lost all.
there are steps you could take where you don't immediately have someone eat the thing first. Like you could rub it on your skin first, wait a few hours, then rub it on your lips and wait a few hours, then eat small bits of thing for wait a few hours, and then they eat it. And then probably die, but still.
It's like they go like, it's like it's
I
like when
laugh, but that was basically why we know what we know.
I thought you were gonna do something like, I thought you meant something like we did this in the forest where like we found like fly agaric or whatever it is, and I was like fly agaric, that's poisonous, and then he just eats it and he go,
Flamata.
and then fucking James just eats it and he's like, well,
Oh
not in
yeah,
this
no, it's
game.
like
It's like,
oh no, I was eating it. I'm just like, oh, it hurts, and it's like what? Like the fly amata, it hurts
Amada,
you, and
yeah.
you're like, yeah, that's kind of like a deadly mushroom. It will kill you. I'm like, well, not in this game. As I'm eating it because it doesn't hurt you that badly, and I needed food.
Yeah, the
So I'm just
taste
like
sister.
chum yum yum yum. Yum
Hmm.
yum 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 yum. Yum yum yum.
God, every time you read like who's who, like the apocalypse times and stuff, you're like every time there's a bad review for an item, they have to switch reviewers because the reviewer died. It's like,
Well, then you don't know if it's a bad review if they died
Gun
because they never
rated
got
one
to write it
star.
yeah, it
down.
turns like
Only review says I died.
we're pretty sure that mutated thistle is bad for you. We will tell you when we get his corpse back and study a little.
We can confirm it wasn't our product that got him killed. It was because he was indeed, and this is our official, objective, fair medical opinion. They were just a bitch. It wasn't at all our product. They died of little bitch syndrome.
Little bit syndrome. Who knew that milkweed actually meant it milks you?
Oh god, gross.
I
Miracle,
mean,
what was that job
butterflies
that you
eat it.
mentioned?
Butterflies eat it,
Milk.
and he couldn't even handle that. What a baby.
True, we're talking about the 7-foot mutant butterflies, but still. All right, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us in this semi-toxic discussion. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment about what kind of jobs you think would be the best and the worst in a post-apocalyptic society. Thank you, and bye.
Bye.
Cheers.